Okay, so we're back, and now it's time for HR Good News. Like I told you earlier, today would actually be having an interview with the brains and the sponsor. I mean, the big mind behind the Gen X Bright Ideas 2020. The Gen X Bright Ideas 2020.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
So I have in the house with me Una Laye. Una Laye. She actually won the pitch. And she's in the house with, but she's not the only person. We also have on the line the brains behind it, Shirley Inze, all the way from the UK. Hello, Shirley.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. Very excited about this interview.
yes, I am actually. Hi, Una.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Well, it's good to have. It's very great to have two of you in the same space because I mean, Gen X Bright Ideas has been a great thing and something that Africa Global Radio has been following. So I believe a lot of people have been anticipating and looking forward to this interview, especially after the winner of the pitch was announced. So, I mean, how was it for you winning the live pitch and, having to be interrogated by those esteemed judges? I mean, on your business idea. How did it feel like in that time, in that space?
Okay, I think it was a mixed feeling. I was excited and also a bit scared, all the questions and all, but I managed to pull through, yeah, and the judges really liked the idea, the fact that it was simple and then easy to launch. Yeah.
Okay, well, then that means you believe you performed very well.
Yeah, I believe I did. I believe I took good feedback and then worked on it, and which is very important.
That is great. That's a great feedback. I mean, so since then, I mean, since being announced the winner, what have you been doing? What have you been up to?
Okay, so this is the real deal now that we are about to set up the business. So there's more into planning, researching, and then getting on the ground to be able to set it up.
Well, that's great. So, what have been some of the steps you've taken? Like you've mentioning planning. What are some of the steps you've taken into that?
Okay, so as I said earlier on, the planning, researching, getting into contact with the key people, that's the key resource persons, and with the help of the sponsor, Shelly. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing basically, and then also ensuring that social media accounts are all set up, then we are good to go.
Well, so this is more like the beginning of another beginning.
Yeah, a beginning of another beginning.
And how do you look forward to that? I mean, building your fashion. I love the whole African thing about your fashion idea. It's really great.
Yeah, great. So I'm expecting a bigger business, and then I'm also expecting that yes, people will love it, accept us, and then will become a big thing in Ghana and Africa. Yeah.
Love it. So, would you say the Bright Ideas Challenge winning it wasn't just about the funds?
Yeah, it wasn't about the funds. I mean, the whole process is a whole package. Learning about digital marketing, leadership, values, ethics, personal branding. So it's a whole package on its own, and it's been amazing.
And so you definitely advise someone to join because their lives will be impacted as well.
Yes, 100%.
Well, that is great. That is so great. It also provides mentorship.
Yeah.
Yes, and you had to undergo some series of mentorships with different mentors during the whole challenge. I mean, how have they empowered your activities?
Okay, so we learned a lot in about leadership, personal branding. That people would like to invest in you as an individual even before the business, which is very key. And then also ethics, work ethics, and be paying attention to time. To that as you are dealing with your partners, you need to be conscious of your time, and then also deliver your best. Yeah. So it's been a great journey, and then I've learned a lot from the mentoring.
Well, that is good to know. So for those of you listening out there, it wasn't just about competing to win some funds, but it's actually a life-changing experience. It's been impactful, and having to have mentors, having to have sessions assignment. It was great. And we're waiting for Simply You Wear to come on the market. I mean, you already have a model in the studio.
Yes,
You know?
I do
Yeah.
have.
Melba has already volunteered to be a model for Simply You Wear.
Yeah.
So when you get the first design out, please, in fact, I'll give you her number myself personally after the show. And Joel said he's the manager.
Wow,
So
Joel.
so he will discuss the terms and conditions with you, but we can't wait to have Simply You Wear on the market. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Shirley.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So we've been talking to Una about the Gen X Bright Ideas Challenge. And she's actually,
Yes.
yes, she's told us a lot, the impact it's actually had on her. But for you being the brain, the sponsor, the mind behind the Gen X Bright Ideas Challenge. Now, the winner was picked, I mean, on the 30th. And I just want to find out, for those of us thinking, okay, is this all? The winner has been picked. Is this the end of the road?
Oh gosh, no, not at all. It's just really the beginning, as Ina said, of a much bigger journey. The last 2 weeks have just been about tidying things up, making sure partners are happy in terms of what they decided to partner with us on. And I'm glad to say that they are. So it's been a really good experience for all of us. I've learned a lot as well. I've also been talking to the candidates on an ongoing basis as I try and pair them with people who can take them further, especially with respect to Team Clade, who now need specialist advice in terms of trade facilitation for their project. And also Team Knock Knock. I've got some exciting news with Team Knock Knock. So that's what I've been doing, tying up loose ends, trying to get some sleep.
Well, that's a
But
great thing.
before
Sounds
we,
like a lot.
yeah, before we get into full incubator mode, yes.
Well, that is a lot. That tells us a lot of work has been put into this. So
Yeah.
we recently interviewed the teams, and they all said it was a rewarding initiative. I mean, we had Team Clayton here, we had Team Knock Knock Market, Team Simply You. They all talked about the fact that the Bright Ideas Challenge exceeded the expectations they had when they actually even joined the challenge. Now, what would you say has been the impact?
Um. Well, was Una early today?
Pardon?
Was Una early today?
Very early. She
There
actually
you
got
go.
she got here before 12. She got here before 12, and I gave her
Fantastic.
12:20.
Well, I think Una's exceeded my expectations today, so good for her. I think that self-development, good timekeeping, these are parts and parcel of managing a business, managing business relationships, and managing your brand. You know, to be quite honest, I've also learned a lot from the process. Really happy with how it's gone. I've learned a lot myself, as I've said, and I can speak for the others when I say that. I mean, in terms of measuring impact, there are two approaches. We can either look at the key metrics delivered, which include more than 1,800 business training minutes, more than 600 sponsor mentoring and direct candidate support minutes, more than 20 candidate lessons learned and shared, circa 10 business and personal development topics that we covered. Una mentioned some already, so we covered things like leadership, values, ethics, reputation, personal brand. I mean, it goes on and on. So those are the key metrics, but you can also look at it from an outcomes perspective, which is some of the competencies that we've discussed, and the changes in mindset and behavior. And ultimately, it all boils down to 6 young African entrepreneurs exposed to reality and the hard work that goes into starting and running a business. The exit polls that we run at the end of the initiative suggest that 100% of them feel that the experience has strengthened their resolve to become entrepreneurs, and 100% would recommend it to others. So that takes me towards my goal of mobilizing an army of business builders on the continent. So I think the impact is good. I'm happy.
Well, that is great. So then it's not just about the winner. It's not just about focusing only on the winner, but also you're actually helping and setting a platform and a foundation for all the teams that actually participated.
Yes, definitely. definitely. We don't leave people alone. We help them continue on the journey. And in fact, all the partners have actually said that they'll continue to be there should any need arise. So it's been great.
Well, that is great. That's a lot of impact we're putting into these people. I mean, it's not just about the fact that they joined a competition to win or lose or to be funded, but then also they brought up the ideas. And one thing I read actually from was the fact that those of them who were not sure about being entrepreneurs, after going through the Bright Ideas Challenge, actually are more interested in becoming
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
really want to pursue the path.
That's it. I think once you've had a chance to look behind the scenes and see how businesses market to you, it becomes quite addicting because you learn things and people get addicted to wanting to unpack some of the secrets of business. It's exciting and it challenges these young guys. So that's really nice to see.
Yes, it's really great. We actually can't wait to have all of them come on the market. Like I said, Una has actually got a model already. I mean, our own mod from Africa Global Radio is volunteering
Fantastic.
to model for Una.
And the manager, I hear.
Oh yes, Joel is actually the manager. so
Fantastic.
so she's
We love
actually
it.
got a team. Yes, she's got a team already. Well, last time we spoke, I mean, you mentioned that the Bright Ideas Challenge was just the tip of the iceberg. I mean,
Yeah.
what should we look forward to next?
Yeah, so to be quite honest, the pipeline is absolutely brimming with some really exciting projects. As I've said, I've learned a lot on the challenge myself. I've learned what works, what doesn't work. Um, the guys did a fantastic job of vlogging their experiences. And when I first suggested it to them, they were oh my goodness, no, no. But they became so good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a lot of feedback that this could be easily televised. It's easy to follow. People really enjoyed following the stories. So that's, now how do we take Bright Ideas going forward? So that's something that I'm going to be working on with some great minds, smarter than mine, in the future to see what we can do to build up on that experience. There are also, as you know, other projects that Akazi Online sponsors. So there's some really exciting things coming on the market, which are all packaged around helping businesses better manage the decision-making process. So that's going to come up as well, and I'm sure we'll keep Africa Global appraised of all these developments. But just before we go, we talked a bit about we're going to go into incubation period.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say is that part of the initiative support is that we sort of in a 2-week pre-planning period, and then we're going to go into full incubation mode. The strange, the strange thing is, in a month we've got to design, build, and launch the winning idea from scratch. None of us have any business sort of fashion business experience. We've got a very limited budget, so it's going to be very, very interesting. And this is my appeal to anyone out there listening. If you'd like to help with the effort, we need your brains. If you've got fashion experience, fashion ability, please get in contact with us via Africa Global Radio. We definitely need your help. But I'm sure it's going to be a really a great learning experience for all of us. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, that is true. So if you're listening out there, you have any history, experience, expertise, anything about fashion, please just get in touch with us. Get in touch with Africa Global Radio. Don't forget, Facebook is Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, Af Global Radio. You can also send us a WhatsApp on +233 20706 4680, and we'll definitely link you up to the brains behind the Bright Ideas Challenge 2020. Trust me, it's going to be an unforgettable experience. It will blow your mind, and this is actually the next big thing to hit the market. I want to say a big thank you to Una and to Shirley for making time to join us today. I mean, this is not the end of the road. We'll still be following the progress and be keeping our audience updated. And for next cycle, anybody who would want to join, I mean, first off, Shirley, what would you want to say to anybody who would want to join the next cycle of the Bright Ideas Challenge?
If you want to join, don't second think yourself. Don't second guess your interest. It's an amazing experience. I'm hoping that past this do or die experience that we have with Una and Antoinette, that they will be part of the Bright Ideas family to welcome the new cohort. We really want to sort of build a community of business builders so that even as we go forward, we can support each other in our separate projects. Don't second guess. Get onto either our platforms, social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the greats, and just look for either Gen X experience or the Gen X experience. Either way, so just get in touch and just, yeah, come for the ride. It'll be
Okay.
good.
So come for the ride and you won't miss it. Thank you so much once again for joining us,
Thank you
Una.
so
Any
much.
last words?
Yeah, to everyone out there, when the opportunity comes, just jump to it and then start. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. You've had it. When the opportunity comes, just jump to it and start. And don't second guess yourself. Thank you, too, once again for joining us. And that is all we have for AGR Good News. But we're staying in touch with them. On Friday, hopefully, we're looking to have in the other teams as well in the studio. And we'll update you on the day that they will be coming.